Jack's day 78. Climbing up a good incline here, Pennsylvania. I just came out of camp. I had a wonderful camp there. Pennsylvania really takes good care of their camps. Ended up eating half of my pizza. Still hauling some heavy stuff. So I bought like a box of Cliff Bars, a box of Welch's, fruit snacks, beef jerky, a bunch of stuff. So I got a lot of heavy stuff in my pack. Anyway, it's all good. It's all stuff I'm gonna need to eat, so might have a big lunch, I don't know. Anyway, today's plan is to just get through about, I think 18 or 19 miles. There's a shelter that we're gonna go to. So talk to Taco, and plan is then tomorrow to have a shorter day to get into, just not shorter day, but a shorter morning to get into the ice cream challenge, like 11 miles or something. And there's a lake to go swimming in, so we're gonna go swimming. Theoretically, we're gonna go swimming, have ice cream, and then about, oh, and I gotta get my stuff from the hospital, my shoes and stuff. If that all works, then there's a campsite about 7 miles in. After that, hike to that. So that's the plan. But anyway, for today, it's just a regular day of hiking. No towns or anything. So, get a good taste of Pennsylvania at the beginning here. All for now. Okay, I'm just moving on from shelter number 2 here. Just took some pictures of it, but basically it's kind of a fancy one. That was only 12 miles into the day, or 10 or something. So anyway, I'm gonna keep moving. And I stopped at that barbecue restaurant up the road a ways back. It's about a half-mile walk, or third of a mile walk up the road, but in the meantime I ate the rest of my pizza. I was waiting for it to open at 11. And then also added a pulled pork sandwich and some baked beans and 2 pops. So I'm pretty full. But hopefully I'll start lightening up my food bag a little bit here as I go. All for now. Jack's about less than 2 miles to the shelter. So I just came upon a shelter that can be rented. And so I was just getting water at the stream there. And this car comes driving through the woods. Like, I didn't even know it was a trail. And turned out they were the ones renting it. So after a couple times trying to figure out where they were going, they found a spot to park. And then they had friends come too. But anyway, just a guy and a lady. And they're from Northern Virginia. Talked to them for probably at least half an hour, if not an hour. Just sat around and talked, and they were getting situated, and they offered me an NA beer. Of course, I didn't turn them down. Nice cold one. So we're just shooting the breeze, and then another one of the hikers came through, but he didn't want to stop, so he kept going. And so then I basically went off and finished filtering my water, and now I'm hiking again. But it was interesting to just talk to somebody who's renting one. He said all along the northeast coast, the ATC has a bunch of these cabins you can rent, and they're pretty reasonable, so I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing that's interesting is right here, you can see so clearly, like the trees are real sparse. And then there's all these flowers and plants growing everywhere. So it's just a little different in Pennsylvania. You can see the evergreens here and stuff too. But just thought it was worth mentioning and pointing out. All for now. Jack's here, day 79. Just starting today. I just walked out of camp. There's like 3 things going on today. So I am approximately 10 miles away from that hostel, Iron Mansion hostel, where I sent everything like shoes and silk liner and carbon liner for my shoes. 2 or 3 of them should be there for sure. One of them is supposed to be delivered today, so I don't know what time. But the first thing on my list of the day or whatever is that I'll hit that Iron Mansion first. Second to that, I'll hit the Pine Furnace Grove, I guess it's called, store that has the ice cream challenge in it, as well as a little bit of resupply. But if I can just grab the stuff from the hostel without having to stay there or pay anything for it, then my intention is to go to that, well, depending on how long you gotta wait for that 3rd package. But my hope was I can grab my stuff and go to the ice cream challenge, do that, and then continue on. And there's a grocery store at mile 19.1, 2.2 off trail. And at 19.1 there is a tent site. So you can go to the grocery store and get water and whatever you want for snacks, resupplies or whatever. It's got a real good supply. And then go to that tent site. So that'd give me, 19 miles for the day, which is pretty good. I'd be happy with that. And along the way, we're going to hit the halfway point of the AT today. So I'll show you that monument. And I'll probably forward that on to my family when I get to it, like I usually do on good milestones. So, kind of got a big day. There could be some failures here. For instance, my 3rd package might not even come today, so I might end up having to stay at the hostel another day waiting for it. And the ice cream challenge, I don't think that can fail. I think I can eat half a gallon, no problem. In addition to all that, there's a lake that you can go swimming in. It was freezing yesterday in a stream I tried, but I chickened out after I got halfway in. It's ice cold. And today, I don't know how warm it's going to get, but hopefully the lake would not be quite as cold as the stream. But I don't know. We'll see. It's worth looking into. So today's, I guess, a big day because there's a lot of things going on. The mileage isn't that big, but 19's good. I could go further, but there's no reason why I need to. So, and I might end up staying at that hostel anyway. So, and the reason I want to skip that hostel is because in 55 miles, I'll be getting to a town that's on trail that has a really nice hostel. And I'd like to stay there instead. It's a better hostel. I don't know, other details other than, I can't even remember the name of the town. Duncannon, maybe? I think that's it. Anyway, it looks like a nice town and stuff for staying at. So I will kind of update you as the day goes along here. Other than that, I was pretty cold last night. I got up at 3:30 and made coffee and oatmeal, warmed up, and then I got to sleep and it warmed my body up and I felt fine. So once I get that silk liner, I think that'll help a lot. It's been pretty chilly these last 4 days. So, well, for now. Well, I'll keep it short because there's other people coming. But I'm at the halfway point of the Appalachian Trail. Woohoo! Awesome. Let's do the other half. This is Jack's Day 78. I'm sitting in some kind of mansion. What's the name of this place? Iron Master Mansion Hostel. That's where I had my shoes sent. Good news, I got my shoes. Got my shoes on right now and they feel really good. The only problem is the other two small items, the silk liner and the carbon shoe liner things did not come and they got delayed. One of them is supposed to come tonight by 8, so I'm hanging out. The other one, I don't know if I'm ever going to get it. But anyway, the one silk liner thing is supposed to be here by 8, so if I'm lucky, it might show up, you know, by 3 or 4, who knows. So that's where I'm at. So anyway, I went and did the ice cream challenge. I guess I didn't mention that. So I did the ice cream challenge, 19 minutes for the half gallon, and then I ordered a burger after that, and it was really good. There's been like Hummingbird and Groundhog Day are down there. The Groundhog Day did the ice cream challenge, and then there's been a bunch of the people I've been hanging with lately have been down there. So there's a cooler of sodas also. So I've been having some trail magic, and so anyway, I'm hanging out up here, and there's a lady, Dragonfly. She has got an injured foot, and she's been here for a week, which is really frustrating. So, and it doesn't seem like it's something that's going to cure overnight, so that's really frustrating. So she's off trail and may not be able to go back on for a while. So I'm just sitting here hanging out, talking with Dragonfly and drinking a soda. I thought it was worth it just to get that silk liner rather than leave. And those carbon things, I'm going to get on Amazon about that, because there's no reason I paid for early shipping on those. There's no reason I should have to pay for that if it's not going to be here. And it said up to June 6th, so that's not acceptable. So anyway, all for now. Jack's Day 78. Let's see what I do since the last time I talked. Well, I hiked into the Pine Grove Furnace and did the half-gallon challenge. That went smoothly. Vanilla, they didn't have coffee ice cream. And then I ordered a burger. That was good. I got fries and I didn't really want them, so I didn't eat them. But anyway, they weren't really that good, but anyway. Then I went next door to that Iron Mansion hostel, and first I searched the boxes and my shoes were there, so I had my shoes, but the other two items are not there. So I monkeyed around enough with Amazon to basically determine that the liner for the sleeping bag liner thing was coming today, and sometime before 8 p.m. And the other thing, the carbon shoe liners, they were pushed back until June 6th. So obviously I couldn't wait for those. So I ended up getting Amazon to just say they're going to just pay me for them. And the ones that come to the hostel is just going to go into the hiker box for anybody, because I can't wait around for stuff like that. So I waited around until 2:30 and the liner got delivered, and to my not so much surprise, it wasn't silk. Should have known better. It was polyester, so it's heavy. So my guess is I'm not going to keep that thing for long. So we'll see how it goes tonight. But so main thing is I got my shoes. Don't have any special insoles other than the ones I had in my last pair. So I just brought those over from the last pair. Let's see. So other than that, then I began to leave town. Well, there was some trail magic at the ice cream challenge. There was like Sprites and Cokes in this cooler, so I had a couple. And then after I left the town, I was leaving the town, I heard a bunch of people jump in the water, and Wasn't quite sure where they were at, but as I came around another corner, I saw there was a swimming area in a lake. So I went up and found the restrooms and changed into my running shorts that I carry with me as swim trunks or whatever. And I went in for a little while just to get rinsed off and cooled off, and nice cold water. There's a lot of people in there. So it had a beach and everything, lifeguard and everything. So I came out of there and got changed back, talked to a few people, and they were asking me questions and stuff. So then I got out of there and I started following the trail again. So that was like coming out at, it was like 10 miles into Pine Grove. So then I don't know how many miles I'm going to get tonight. But it's getting on in the evening already. So I've been hiking for a little while. But I know at least 2 people that are at the 17.1 mile shelter from the beginning of our hike today. So for sure I can make it there. I was considering going 2 more miles forward to this tent site because it's located right by a road that goes to this little grocery store where you can get water and snacks and stuff. 2.2 off trail, so that means that'd be an extra 0.4. So grand total of 2.4 additional miles if I want that, if I even get there before it closes. So I'd have to check the hours when I get to the 17.1 mile shelter to see which one makes more sense. I think that's all for now. Okay, I'll check back later.